Hello, this is Judy. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am participating in a YouTube hop for the Mixed Media Frenzy Facebook group. And this is the layout that we are scrap lifting. And it is quite an intricate, beautiful layout. I believe Arisha maybe lived to created this layout, and it is absolutely gorgeous. It's very white with some crackling and some grayish tones with florals and all kinds of dimension and texture. And there's a frame piece here with the cutest picture of a little guy or girl, I'm not quite sure. Black and white photo, but the florals are absolutely gorgeous. But so this is the inspiration. Of course, you know, with layouts, you don't have to make it exactly like this, and it's not going to be my goal to recreate this, but I'm going to use it as inspiration for what I'm doing. So this is the photo I'm going to do, and this is a special photo of my granddaughter who became Student of the Month at her school. And she was so happy. She was very proud of herself, and as she should be, because it's a huge school district, and to be Student of the Month is a very good accomplishment. So I want to make a special layout for her album, and this is the perfect opportunity to do that. So I looked in my collection of papers, and I found this in my Close to My Heart collection, Happiness Lives Here, and I believe it is still available online. When it was released, it was months ago, so it's not like their current offering, but it is still available online. And this is one of the specialty papers. It's a brick background, which you can't see it in this picture, but the walls in the school where this display was bricks. But anyway, that's my the way I'm looking at it. And I found some other brick pieces, so I just got them out because I try to get everything I may use on a layout and have it at my disposal. And then if I use it, I use it. If I don't, it's fine, but at least I'm not digging for it afterwards. Nor am I going looking for other things to use, because that would take me forever. And then I love this paper. It has these really small flowers, and this is going to be my color piece and what I can draw my colors from. And then I also pulled out these embellishments. I have some little banner pieces here that were laying around, and these are the florals that were left over in the collection. I thought they're gorgeous. They go with this picture just great. You know, it just was, I love when coincidences like that happen. So these are all the pieces that I have. I have a piece of gessoed marshmallow cardstock from Basil, and I'm going to do some mixed media on this. So I'm going to pull out some things to do that. I'm not quite sure. I think I'm going to do a blue wash to recreate the gray that's in the photo. But this is going to have a bluer background because these colors are going to be like a magnet color, even though I will have some others here, like these florals fit perfect. I'm going to put some mixed media on these to tone them down. So I'll be back with a little bit more what I'm going to do. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is add some texture to this piece of Basil cardstock. This has been gessoed. I don't know if I mentioned that a moment ago because this video is going to be in increments, so I want to make sure that I say what I'm doing. I better have to say it twice than not at all, right? So I had made this stencil a while ago, and I was thinking I would use this as the texture. Oh, and look, there's a piece of plastic didn't get cut out. Oh well, it'll add something extra. I got some Nuvo embellishment mousse, and this is a really pretty sky blue. It's brand new. So, and that's what doing these mixed media, following this mixed media frenzy group, because I want to be able to use the products that I have that I haven't used. They are very inspiring, and they have a lot of videos and challenges and inspiration. So make sure that you go to the description of this video. We'll have everybody that's doing this hop listed below, so make sure you go through and follow them and check out their videos if you want to learn how to do some mixed media, because everybody will be recreating this same layout as their inspiration and making a page their own. So some may follow it closely, some may not follow it closely at all. So it'll be interesting to watch because it's such a different, very complex layout. Very detailed with florals and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to take some of my White Daisy re-inker, and this is a pigment ink, and we're going to see how this goes. It may be a total mess, it may not. I'm going to add some Bluebell re-inker. What the white will do is make it a softer tone, and then I'm going to use this mousse to give it some body. Okay, this will be body, and the shimmer. It's beautiful, beautiful. And I think this is like Bluebell, the color from Close to My Heart. It's their color of the year. This will match it perfect. So we'll see how this goes. Really just added right in, right? Same exact color. So we're gonna add a little more white. And I could use paint for this, acrylic paint, gesso, whatever you want to use to add to it. I just wanted a lighter color. I can always make it darker, but trying to make things lighter is hard. So the layout we are scrap lifting has a diagonal across the paper, so I'm going to add the texture paste, mousse, whatever you want to call it, and I've got to get off of the paper so I'm not going through it. I just want to add it in portions. And what I'm doing is getting the paint off of the sections that are on the stencil here and using that to go through the stencil. And now another option you can do, and see how that's getting messed, but that's all right. I'm going to flip it over and use the other side because there's a lot of medium on this stencil still. And I'm getting my diagonal pattern. See, that's a very cut off point. I don't want that. But I don't want to put this on top of that and make it mushed any more than it is. Alright, I think we're just about done. We're done with what we have, so I will clean this up and then I'm going to do some sponging. Okay, I found a frame. And this was from a frame swap that I was just in, and this was made by Robin Marks. She's a member of the RTS, Love RTS Facebook group. And then this frame, I'm not sure who made this, sorry, but Star. It's perfect for what I'm doing, right? So I brought out my gesso, and this is a Delta product. So you can use any gesso. And now I'm going to make myself a wash to use with a sponge and do a sponging. Technique for covering all these items and getting them to coordinate. So I'm going to use, again, you could use, you know, your stamp pad if you don't have a re-inker of whatever color that you would like to attempt with this. And I want some darker and some lighter, so you can see I'm getting different layout of media here to use to mix. And Get some water so my paintbrush doesn't dry on there. Okay, so now I've had this sponge, and it's just one of those sponges that you cut into quarters and use for inking. And use that. I'm just going to add a little color to this frame. And we can make some of it darker with the intensity of the ink applied to different areas. And I love the look of sponging, right? Now see, that's a little splotchier than I want. So let's get a little more water in there. And then after these are like partially dry, I'm going to fold them and add some dimension to them, curl them up and all that kind of stuff. Okay, I hit this with the heat gun and it's pretty dry, but I'm going to be careful with it. And then I'm going to make some borders at the top and the bottom. These are not on the layout sketch or layout that we are following. It's only this diagonal design. I actually think this is on a canvas because it looks like it has a shadowing like on a canvas. But I wanted to have the top and the bottom, so I can. It's my layout, right? So that's what you can do. So I'm going to just make a little bit more of a wash here to sponge these pieces with this light blue that I'm creating. And it helps to follow through the floral colors that are in this layout that I'm using. You know, it helps everything to flow. Set these aside to dry. And I'm going to add some more of this here. I'm going to go, and I could add this with my paintbrush too. Just give it a little more depth here with the color. Now I think I want to just darken it up. I'm going to use some of this. Let's mix it up a little bit. Okay, I like that. Okay, I'm going to get this cleaned up and we'll come back and I'll have it dried. I have worked all my pieces with my bone folder, and what I do is I just take it and roll it along the edges to give it a little curl and break up the fibers of the paper to make them more pliable. And I've done that with the leaves to give them some texture. And adding the mixed media already has made the paper a little more pliable. So that's a nice benefit of having the mixed media texture on there already. So I'm going to go ahead and start adhering these things down. Now with mixed media, you should use a liquid glue, and this is from Lawn Fawn. It's a glue tube. It's older, but there's still some in here, and I'm going to use it up until it's all gone. So it adheres good. Okay, this is about what I have. I like the flow, and the mixed media really looks pretty. Now, the original layout doesn't have a title on it, and I'm sitting here going, where am I going to put my title? So I'm going to have to put some thought into that. My journaling, I can put a few strips here. If I put my title to go inside with the banners, it would flow together, but I've got to think about it. So I'll come back, and after I've glued everything down, and we will take another look. Okay, this is coming together really well. I pulled out some thread. This is from Spiegel Mom Scraps, and I just layered it a little bit here and there and put it under the banner pieces. So I think I'm going to put lit up and 18 here for the year, and I'm going to put some little glass beads in the center of my flowers to soften up that yellow. And I'm going to use my liquid glass, which is right here. This is from Close to My Heart. I love this stuff. It's a dimensional adhesive. It dries shiny. So I'm going to just put it in the center of my flowers. And then I have a little tiny spoon. It's actually half a teaspoon measuring spoon. And I'll drop them onto my flower. Oh, did you see what happened? The liquid glass slid off. All right. All right. Yeah, I think I fixed it. All right. Let's see how that softened it up. I just have to make sure not to I'm gonna have to leave the beads on it until the end, I guess. Don't put such a big glob of liquid glass in it. Okay, so spread it around. And then we'll put the glass beads on. And we'll let them sit till the end. And while it's drying, I will do my letters for my title. Alright, I think I better add some to that one, since all the other ones have them. They're gonna have beads everywhere. Okay, I'll be back with my title after these are dried, and we'll give you some close-ups. Okay, I wanted to get on real quick. I haven't done my title yet, but I did get the beads off. I'm going to add some Shimmers paints and angel wings to some of the pieces to really give them some shimmering and shine, because I want to. So I'm going to get a little bit of the gesso out again, because I do want it to be white. A lot of white. I want to add to my frame of the photo. And I've got some of the shimmers on my paintbrush from cleaning the lid. So I'll get a little bit more, mix it together. This will really give me a really nice shimmery paint. And I'm just going to dab around the edge of the photo frame. This will soften up that hard edge from cutting it with the scissors. I'm just going to add a little bit to the edges of these. I always find myself adding more and more and more, right? I really like the effect that this has. This is having all the shimmer that it has. Okay. So better quit while I'm ahead, right? Alright, I'll come back with close-ups with the title on, and my journaling might have to go on the back. It's pretty self-explanatory with the picture here. It says student of the month, her name. I'll put the school, and I hope that's from that's on the picture. The school and the date will be on here. Okay, thank you. I hope you enjoyed this. Again, it's a YouTube hop, so go into the description and check out the videos of all the other ladies that have participated. We are scrap lifting this beautiful layout here, and this is my creation. I hope you enjoyed it. It's always fun playing, right? Take care.